What's up, bro? So, this is like a pretty different style of video because, usually I'm outside, like, recording some shit. But this is a topic I kind of wanted to write down and go over, like, so I can write it down, because it's easier to visualize there. So, basically, I want to talk about how, like, how most people think that, you should balance your routine, like, you should be balanced. This is the stupidest piece of advice ever. Now, I want to draw something here. So, pretend there's two circles. This is you right now. The one I'm drawing right now is you. This is the one you. This is you right here. Now, what if you just did this? Now, let me explain a little more. So, this is you right now. You are doing a bunch of different things. This is your brain power right here. You are going in all different directions. Your brain power is going in all different directions. Like, this is your friend group. This is your freaking teachers. This is some guys in your class that you hate. This is your drop shipping business. This is your e-commerce or whatever the fuck. This is your actual, like, relationships and with your family and shit. This is your YouTube business. This is your fucking this is your health. This is your fitness. This is your fitness. This is your whatever the fuck, you get what I mean. You're going in all these different directions and you're making, like, very small amount of progress. Like, you have three things that you care about right here and you're making this much progress in them. Like, you're making just, like, you're not even, like, this is how much progress you're making in these, right? Now imagine if you just do this. Imagine if you imagine if you just focus on these three things that you genuinely really care about. For me, this would be health and fitness. Hold on, mind my handwriting. Let me type this. Where the fuck is there a typing thing on here? I don't even know. Anyway, health and fitness. I got relationships. So this would be like family, friends, and like women, and then and then my business here. So my business would be YouTube. There are three things that I genuinely really care about. So these three things, say this is health and fitness, business, and relationships. I'm focusing on three different things. If I am, like, devoting 90% of my day on these three things, and then maybe there's maybe some, like, useless shit that doesn't really matter to me. But if I put, like, 90% of my energy into these three things, look at how much progress you make. Look at the comparison. So you have these three here. Look at this comparison. You're making this much progress in each of them compared to this much, and then you just get all this other shit you don't care about. Put 90% of your brain power into this, into the three things. I say two or three things. Two or three things you genuinely really care about. For me, it's health and fitness, relationships, and business. Two or three things. And that is how you get so much progress. And there's some, like, I like to call it monk mode. There's a lot of people, like Hamza, for example, calls it monk mode. Basically, it's where you go all out on just a few different things. And yeah, I wish I had a camera for this because I'm getting, like, a webcam soon, but I wish I had a camera for this so you could see me. But anyway, you get the point. Like, you get the lesson. Focus all, like, 90% of your energy in your day, 90% of your day focused on these things. Now, obviously, you have school, right? So a website. Just bump my mic. So you got like half of this is like school. So think about if you. I made a recent video on this. If just think about it, if you did online school, which is what I do now, you would get rid of like this whole thing, and then you could just expand on these. If you just like get rid of these, because like okay, there's not some stupid idiots. The teachers can't really make an impact on you, so you kind of cross these out already. There's not like other kids that can really fuck you up. You don't waste a bunch of time on it. If you're wasting like 10 hours a day on school, which I was just talking to my friend last night, who I'm getting on self-improvement. If you are spending 10 hours a day on school, which he is, what if you could spend 3 hours a day? This is what I spend on school. I'm on my lunch break right now, and I'm working on this. I literally just was in class. I just finished half of my day worth of school in 2 hours. Imagine if you could spend 3 to 4 hours a day on school. How big would that make a difference? If you go from 10 hours to 3 hours, bro, what is really stopping you? Oh, your friends. Like, okay, if your friends are in school, fuck, dude, just organize a meetup outside of school. You don't need to be in school to see your friends. Plus, if you have, like, school friends, most likely they suck. So you want to get some, like, actually high-quality friends. You need to, like, journal about this. Are your friends really high quality? And if so, like, are they really, like, your brothers? Do you really support them, and do they really support you? And are you guys, like, have the same values, and you're really, like close to each other? If not, bro, they're not, like, actually your friends. We've, like, skewed the definition of friends nowadays. Friends are, friends are supposed to be, like, brothers that you can go to for advice, that you can help along their journey, and you guys have, like, the same values, and you're, like, really close, right? That's what a friend is. But now we just kind of, like, see friends as, like, someone we kind of talk to sometimes, someone who we're kind of friendly with. Dude, if you got some really good friends, you guys should be able to meet up. You guys should be able to hang out together, like, a decent amount outside of school. If you have, like, real good friends, then that's not a problem. If you're worried about your friends that are in school not being able to see them, they're not high quality, because you guys should be, if they're really high quality friends, you guys should be able to see each other outside of school. So, hold on, how do I erase this shit? I wonder if I can just, like, do this. Oh, I can. Fuck. It's nice. Oh, sweet. I like this. I like this website. Kind of annoying to get all this shit, though. Okay. So. Alright, so. You have your two circles with the lines around them, right? Now, you really need to figure out what those two or three categories are, because you got this, right? You got this. But what are these three things for you? Like, for me, it's health and fitness. Here, let me just type fucking H&F. Health and fitness, relation, and business. These are the three things that genuinely matter to me, and these are, like, the only things I do in my day besides school, which I genuinely have to do because of law. These are the things I really genuinely care about. But you need to, like, do some journaling. What are the 3 things, 2, 3, or max 4 things that you really, really care about? For you, it might be, oh my god. For most people, health and fitness will be 1. And for most people, relationships would be 1. Like, this is, like, okay, health and fitness, relationships, and business are gonna be like, and I guess money or whatever would be most people's like thing. Now, it could be health and fitness. It could be maybe your relationships. But it also what if it's like your like one what's an example? Like your passion, like maybe one of your like hobbies that you really want to like that you really think is like part of your mission. Maybe that could be maybe genuinely school could be one of these. Maybe school like it's actually possible, like if you really want to get like if you really if there's really something that's part of your mission that you need to get like a degree or some job for, like some job you need to get a degree for, then school might actually be one of them. It might actually be like that passion. Maybe it's like creating music. Maybe that's one of yours. Like it just depends on you. So you need a journal about it. What are the 3 or 4 things that you genuinely care about, and then go all out on them. Like you make this versus like this, like little pretend these are all arrows, you know. You make this much progress when you could just make this much if you just put all your fuck balance. Like this is balance versus this. Like how much do you like just think about it, right? And I'm not just making this shit up. I'm not just making these like drawings up. Like I've genuinely like this is from experience. This is from experience and from like learning that I've done. And so when you do this, like this isn't just like some joke that I made up, right? When you actually do this, you actually make like a shit ton of progress. You're putting all your energy, almost all your energy, into these 3 things, and then you're like, you make so much progress in those. Like it's just a fact, right? So now finally, there's something I wanted to go over. So, pretend I'm just gonna use me as an example. So, we got my 3 interests, my 3 things I really, really care about. Now, we have, like, pretend this is a ladder. Actually, let me make this smaller. I don't know if you can see that, but hopefully you can. Okay, so this is relationships, business, health and fitness. Pretend this is a ladder, right? So you got a ladder here. Hold on. Got a ladder. How are you gonna climb to the top of this ladder? You can climb up to here and then you're done, right? But you got all this up here. So, if we think about this, you can only climb up to here. So then why are you still building on top of here? If you can't, you're still stuck down here, even if you keep building up there. So why, if health and fitness, if you've worked your ass off in health and fitness for a long time, and you've made a ton of progress in there, then why do you keep building here? If you're all the way up here in health and fitness, why the fuck do you keep, like, going up? Why keep going up when you're, like, you need some money right now? You need some, like, or maybe, like, your relationship with your family is kind of bad. So you start building up there. Okay, well, you know, that's kind of up, but I'm still kind of stuck down here. Maybe I need to make some money so I can help my family out and I can really make my like, this is, now you can climb all the way up here. You can climb all the way to the top of the ladder because you've realized that your constraints are down here. Your constraints are down here. So you started to build up this ladder. You started to build up this ladder. But if you kept going with health and fitness, you wouldn't have gotten anywhere. Even though you were building so much progress in this, you wouldn't, like, it just goes off the screen. It doesn't even, like, you know, you just kept going up here. That you, if you were still stuck down here like you were before, you would have just kept going in health and fitness. Why the fuck keep going in health and fitness? Your money, you have make like no money. So maybe that's your constraint of life. Maybe your constraint of life is the fact that you're not making enough money. Maybe you need to make some money. And now maybe that you've gone on so much monk mode, maybe you need to spend some time with your family, really develop more of a relationship with your girlfriend and it's just like with your friends and stuff. Then you start to build up this ladder and you really start to get somewhere with your progress. You really start to you start to really make some progress with this. You start to really build the ladder, but you can't just focus on one thing. If there's only one thing that matters in your life, fair enough, but like that's likely not you. So, if there's one thing you really care about in life. Okay, now you're here. What do you work on once you're here? So, we just talked about how you shouldn't if you made a ton of progress here, don't just keep going with this. Don't just keep going with health and fitness. Maybe you need to work on these. Maybe your relationships are constraining your quality of life. You need to start building up that ladder, but you still can't get up because your business isn't so great. Like you need to make some more progress in that. You're not making enough money to support yourself, or maybe you just want to make more money and that would like make your life so much better. Maybe that's the constraint, your business. So you start building that up and then look at how much progress you've made. So we just went over that, right? Now, once you've made it here, what do you do after you've made it here? Well, you want to... It basically doesn't matter, but I'd say don't choose relationships. If relationships is one of yours, don't choose that, because if you keep doing this, if you start doing this, don't do this. Because when your health and fitness and your business is lagging behind, you're not going to be as present with your family. You're not going to be as present with your friends. You're not going to be as present with your girlfriend. Which is very important. When these are lagging behind your relationships will be less good. So I think what you should do is work on some of these. Maybe work on your business here. Now, you can't climb up this, right? But then you just start working on your health and fitness. Oh, shit, now I'm, like, really healthy. Now I have, a really great diet. Now I'm, like, super strong, and I have, like, a masculine, like, aesthetic, like, physique. And now I'm making a lot of money, but kind of, like, now, like, I'd say don't, if you're at this point, which a lot of people, they aren't. A lot of people are more a lot of people are more like this. You can't climb up this ladder. A lot of people just work on health and fitness, when really they should be working on their relationships. Actually, they should start making money. So, work on just a few things in your life, the few things that you really, really genuinely care about, like we talked about in the beginning. But don't go, you want to go all out on one thing. You want to go all out on one thing, start building that ladder up. And then, once you've built this up, a lot of progress, then you start working all out on this. So you want to work all out on, mainly one thing. Spend 90% of your day on these three things, but spend 70% of your day. Spend 80% of this on one thing. So for me right now, this is business. I've been working really hard on YouTube. I've been uploading daily. I've been trying to push out as much value as possible. This is what I'm working 80% of this 90%. So I spend 90% on these things. but I spend 80% of that 90% on business. I'm going like all out on business. I'm spending like 75% of my day on business. And then the other, say, 15 to 20% on health and fitness and relationships. I've leveled up my health and fitness so much that it doesn't even really matter anymore. Like, I've done so much goddamn research on diet and health that I'm up here. And my business is like this. My relationships are maybe like this. I've got some good relationships. I've got some good friends. I've got some good things, but my business is down here. I'm not making anything. Like, if I just keep working on this, that's fine, and I don't really need money right now, but it would be nice if I could start climbing up this ladder instead of just staying down here. Like, I don't need to work on this anymore. If I could build this up, that's what would improve my quality of life right now. That's what would improve my quality of life right now. So that's why I'm working mostly on business, the other 15 to 20% on health and fitness and relationships, and then that other 5% is maybe school, because I literally have to do it because it's law, and it would be on the weekends. I don't spend any time on school. In the school days, obviously it's 5 to 10%, maybe, but I really hope you take this advice, because this has definitely worked for many people, including myself. This has worked, and it will work for you. And if you focus all your time on one thing, most of your time on a few things, most of that time on one thing, you will make so much progress. If you go in monk mode, you will destroy your competition, because they're doing a balanced routine. They're doing a quote-unquote balanced routine, and you're competing against them. If you do monk mode, you will be this person. Not this motherfucker. This one. This one right here. You will make this much progress compared to these guys who make this. Why waste your time doing all this shit when you can just focus all out? All out on your passion, all out on your goals, all out on the few things that really matter. So your actionable step is to journal about what are your 3 things. Journal about what your 3 things are. For me, I've done this already. I figured out it's health and fitness, relationships, and business. For you, it could be different. You need to journal about it. 3 to 5 things. I'd say 5, no more than 5. Actually, probably no more than 4. 2 to 4 things. Because this is really what's going to change your life. This is really what's going to make you make so much progress. Figure out your 2 to 4 things now. Peace out. See you in the next video. Hope this helped you. Mwah.